As we've been reporting, there has been a major shakeup within the government organization that oversees foreign aid, and it's raising questions about its future. U.S. officials confirmed to CBS News Monday the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, would be absorbed by the State Department as part of President Trump and Elon Musk's efforts to overhaul the federal government. Musk has accused the USAID specifically of being politically partisan and supporting anti-American causes. And the president said it was run by, quote, radicals. But what exactly is the agency and what is its purpose? President John F. Kennedy established USAID in 1961 to improve the administration of U.S. economic assistance. It oversees humanitarian, development, and security programs in more than 120 countries. Some of those programs include disaster relief and fighting food insecurity and disease. The agency manages more than $40 billion in funding, which makes up less than 1% of the federal budget. USAID also employs around 10,000 workers worldwide. For more, let's bring in Dr. Atul Gawande. He's a surgeon and former head of global health at USAID. Doctor, thanks for being here. What is your response to this overhaul, and what are you hearing from your former colleagues?
Well, it's not an overhaul, it's a destruction, and you have to understand that. It started a week ago with the so-called pause in funding. This shut down all activities, life-saving health work, disaster relief, and so on. It's like, as a surgeon, I know you can't stop an operation midway through the operation and say, we'll be back in 90 days. And that's what we've done. I oversaw the global health work, and you're talking about 20 million people in the global HIV program that has reduced HIV around the world. They are going without medication that keeps them alive. You're talking about disease outbreaks that are not being stopped, like bird flu, where monitoring has been turned off for 49 countries. There is a great deal of harm being done, and this change to take away the independent status is just a nail in the coffin after a purge of personnel that has has decimated the agency.
At the beginning of our show, we had Weijia Jiang say that the White House is sending out a fact sheet on some of the reasons why they're doing this, and they point to allocations for gender reassignment surgery or trans health care in some of these nations that they're opposed to, millions of dollars being spent, which our Ed O'Keefe does recognize and point out that it is a small part of the budget. Do you have any reaction to that in terms of the president saying that this is run by radical people and Secretary of State Rubio, who says that the whole point of USAID is to further national interest?
Yes, I mean, the people doing this work have been compared by Musk to being worms and being called radical leftists. And what we're talking about are disaster relief workers. We're talking about health workers and people who are doing good and protecting America around the world. And it's dangerous for the country to denigrate this. You know, it's our largest civilian operational capacity for advancing our work for the U.S. abroad. And I'll just say around every administration goes through an overhaul that says they want to change policy, they want to change some direction, but you don't decimate and demolish the institution in the process. There was no need to have closed out all of its functions, which is harming people. You know, this is an agency that touches hundreds of millions of people around the world, and the damage is accumulating by the day.
You reshared a post by Democratic Senator Chris Coons of Delaware, who said, quote, eliminating the USAID and undercutting America's role in international assistance makes Americans less safe. How so?
Well, it's a gift to Russia and China, who actually are cheering the work of DOGE, the government efficiency work, where it's not efficiency to destroy capacity. You know, we're talking about world-class expertise. For example, the malaria program, 2/3 have been fired and the activity shut down. It includes one of the global experts in malaria for us. How does that make us safer? How does that make us stronger?
Dr. Atul Gawande, thank you for your time. We hope you'll come back.
Thank you.